Appreciate that greatly. I want to thank you all for your testimony today. A little bit of it I caught in person, a little bit of it I caught on the screen, but I appreciate all the testimony. I have some questions for you, Ms. Uffner, and the rest of the panel in part, but we'll see. Would you say that every community has their own individual needs? You recognize that? I think we all can, right? You've seen one community, you've seen one community. Or just simply put, would you say all communities have the same needs? Frank and obvious question.
Simple answer. We've always said if you've seen one port, one levee district, you've seen one port or levee district.
Right? They're all unique. They have unique representatives, unique stakeholders, unique ecological inputs. They're all unique. So I deal a lot with Lake Okeechobee in the state of Florida, managed by the Army Corps of Engineers based on an operations schedule called LOSM, Lake Okeechobee System Operating Manual. This schedule, it dictates charges based on lake level, weather forecasting, safety, time of year, what the levels of the lake are at right at that time, a host of different things. And in certain circumstances, the Army Corps of Engineers will open gates, send water through the St. Lucie River and the Caloosahatchee Canal, these are two separate sides of this lake, into estuaries which are described as beneficial by the Army Corps of Engineers. So when you look at that, except transfers to the St. Lucie estuary, they're not beneficial, they're not essential, they actually don't do anything good for our community. We want zero. And you go to the other side of the state, and they want some of those discharges. It's a good thing for them. It goes to the point of you've seen one. So my constituents, they don't want to get harmed by this. Currently, folks on the West, they're begging for water transfers because they don't have enough water. Like I said, my community is saying, don't give us any water. None of it is beneficial to us. So do you think the Corps should listen to local people and include their feedback to determine what is beneficial, impactful, or harmful when it comes to water quality and environmental protections?
Communication is really key, and if the Corps is partnering with local communities, that's when the listening and the coordinating becomes really important, and we can take the top-up or the top-down approach to this. And it's always been NWC's perspective that the local communities understand their local needs the best, and that's what communications need to occur.
Yeah, fair enough. Doctor, how you doing today?
Very well, Congressman. Thank you.
Good. Glad to hear it. Are there divers operating in the Port of Long Beach at any given time inspecting things such as vessel hulls and divers operating there, inspecting hulls, moorings, things like that?
The short answer is yes, Congressman. There are divers, yes.
Seems obvious, right? Yeah. If these inspections couldn't be undertaken because the divers couldn't see their hand in front of their face due to water quality, I know a lot of different water bodies, different water qualities, would the port have to shut down?
Well, anything that gets in the way of commerce or anything that gets in the way of life, human safety, would be a cause for concern, and we would evaluate in coordination with the U.S. Coast Guard. There
you go. I think you pointed to it well, right? Anything that's a cause for safety is something that we need to be looking at. I deal with it in my community. Again, we're supposed to have Bahama blue water in our area. We get nasty discharges out of this lake that end up making it look like guacamole, and I mean that literally. Sometimes it's so thick that birds can walk on top of it. Fish get suspended in it because of what they discharge unnecessarily into my community. I thank you all again for your testimony today. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you. The gentleman yields back. Chair recognizes the gentlelady from the great state of Ohio, Ms.